Alright, here we go. Time for an unboxing video, baby. Hey guys, Tim here. Today we're going to put together a touch dynamic terminal. I've taken it out of the box. I've shown you exciting pictures of taking it out of the box, and now we're actually looking at it and we're going to do something with it. So here we go. Our terminal, it ships with two of these adapters, which we'll get to. We've got our power cord and our power brick. So step one is to go ahead and get this back off of here, and the best thing to do is just give it a yank. You'll see if you pull on it from the sides, it comes off. It has these little catches that I've never discovered any better way than to just pull it off of there. So that's what you do. Also, keep in mind, we're hoping to have Touch Dynamic actually ship these with everything already in here. The cable's already run, but for this particular demo, I want to show you how it goes. I'm going to spin this around. We want to take a look at this side of it. So this back side has as well a little plate that covers it. This little plate you slide off. You retain this. You want to use that later to hide this area. So here's basically our connectors for the terminal. If you look up here, it actually shows us the ports. One important thing to keep in mind is this LAN port. This one right here. You see it looks like, I guess, a computer and two other little things. I'm not sure why they ever did it that way, but the way you could tell that's for the LAN is there's two little lights. You could see in the connector itself, there's when you plug it in, there's going to be a red, or rather an orange and a green, I believe it is. Not to confuse these with our COM2 and COM 1, 2, and 3 ports, which also look the same, but you know, if you notice, these don't have that extra little row of two little lights that are at the very top, and it tells you here, COM1, COM2, and COM3. COM3 is the one that we're going to be plugging our customer display in. This is our power down here on the end. So what we want to actually do is feed these cables through the back of this so that we can hide them. And this little tab here comes apart. So the first one that's going to go through is our power. Just get it in there. Then we have, and this little thing is useful later, so we're going to put it more in the center area because we can kind of use this to wrap these up. Then we're going to have back here, we have our printer. So our printer is right here. The printer is going to have a USB. This end is the square end goes in the printer. This end goes in the terminal. So we'll go ahead and stick it through. There's one other part here that I don't have, but I'll be showing you. That is the scanner. So then this other adapter that we talked about, this one's got to go through there. And then lastly will be the scanner cable, which is another USB type. It'll feed up through there. So for now, we can leave this be, spin this around. Okay, so we can tell this is our adapter here. This goes in COM3. This is for our customer display. Then we have this one, which is for the printer, which can go in any of the USB ports. Okay, this power. You'll notice the power has a little bit of a notch here on the very top, and that notch goes up in a little similar notch up here. The other way to tell is this flat part basically goes up, so it clips into place. And we just want these down in this area. So we'll go ahead and pause and we'll go grab our scanner. Okay, so here we have our scanner. We're going to do the same thing with it. Obviously, we've got our USB on this end. And we just have to recall that it's going to feed through from the back, come through this hole, And again, plug in any port that we decide. Any of them work as long as they're the USB ports. Get it slid in, and it's now in position. Okay, once we get everything plugged in, first thing we're going to see is the customer display is going to power up into a self-test. You can see it here. It tells us what mode it's in, make sure that everything's good. The terminal is designed on power up, or plugging the power in to boot up. So as we can see, it actually loads up into the, in this case, it's the Ubuntu operating system, and our POS, our POS will load. So this is how it should essentially work. We've got an orange light and a blue light on our scanner, and we also have the same on the printer. Now the printer, the blue light is actually for power, and these other two lights are to indicate that something's not quite right. In this case, we don't have any paper. So let's go ahead and get the paper loaded into it. Okay, I'm back for the last time, I hope. I should probably try to remember to bring everything I need to the table before I get started, but you live and you learn. So the paper, this is a common roll of paper. Essentially, you just drop it in, pull the paper forward a little bit, shut the top. The auto cutter will cut it off. You'll notice now our buttons, our lights are off. This is the feed button, so you can feed some paper if you want. And you're in business. So that's basically the unboxing and the assembly of the terminal. We will continue next time with something even bigger and more exciting. Thanks for now. Ta-ta.